Good morning, everyone. It's Sunday, Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. We are previewing again our Nasdaq trading system from the week of 6/11 to 6/17. That's this past week, with 3 charts, 1 contract on each chart, 2 different trading systems put into one package. Our goal for trading is $2,000 a week. We start Sunday nights uninterrupted. We have 27 tick targets on all 3 charts. We have daily profit limits of 250, 400, and 400. If we reach that, the system stops automatically for the day. The big number 8 chart is the most conservative one. We trade from 5:15 p.m. to 2:30 and 3 p.m. the following day. As you can see, the strategies are all here up on the top. You can see what is realized and what is unrealized during trading during the week. Okay, and you can leave it like this, and then you don't have to touch it. So here we are, 6/11. That's Sunday night. That's 1 week ago today, starting forward. Now we're on the 9/17 contract. We've switched over a week or so ago. And so everything is on the 9/17 contracts. You can see we have 2 number 8s and 1 number 7. Now I'm going to speed the system up. I'll slow it down a little bit once it starts moving and trading so you can see it a little easier. When we download Market Replay to do this, it starts several hours before the actual trading. As you can see, now it's 5 p.m. and here we go, Sunday night. Now, on all 3 charts in both trading systems, we have our stretch ticks technique built into it, which it makes the market move a certain distance before it will be enabled to take a trade. The system is connected. We start 15 minutes after the open. This white line represents the open at 5 p.m. Central Time. We're on Central Time. We developed the system from Central Time, Central Standard Time. When you see a blue line, that means from that point on, we can take a trade. As you see, the 7 chart is a little faster than the 8. It has a blue line down here. And so when the market's moving in one direction and you get that line, usually the trade is in the opposite direction. The first trade will be in the opposite direction. So possibly a long trade here on the number 7. There you go. I'll turn this up a little bit so you can hear it on the volume. Hopefully you can hear me.
Order pending. Order filled.
Okay, we had a loss and it reversed and then we had a win. So we're down $25 after 2 trades.
Order pending.
Now we're down $190. It had another loss.
Order
so
pending.
Struggles
Order
a little bit,
filled.
then it has a win. Okay. Now the 8 charts, they can start trading.
Order pending.
Now when you look up here at the top, you're actually already down 440, 385 already. And it's 12 hours later after you started trading. But you have to let it trade. Now you're up 130, down 255, and up 130. So now you're only up $5 total.
Order pending.
Have to let it go. I can slow it down a little bit. Let me slow this down to a little bit better so I don't have to skip over things I want you to see. Okay.
Order pending. Order pending.
We do have stop movement on these systems.
Order filled. Order filled. Order pending. Order pending.
Okay, here's the market open at 8:30 Central Time, so it speeds up.
Order filled.
I'm going to slow it down again. You can see it speeds up at that time, a lot of activity. Okay, this is 100 speed, so it's still fast when it opens. Okay, now what do you see here? Well, this is our most conservative chart. It's already hit its daily profit limit. We have it like at 250 and it made 260. So it's done trading. This one can still trade, and this one has also. It made 505, which reflects that up here in your strategy box, and its target limit is 400. Now here, this one, it's at 390. But it's not saying it stopped trading, but it has stopped because it's taken out for commission. So it actually has hit 400. And so it's not trading anymore because of that. But if I freeze the system and then back this up, you should be able to see the trades it took to prove what I'm saying. Okay, you see that trade there, that last win. So it traded once, twice, 3 times. So what it's done is it's actually hit the limit here, but it's deducted from commission, so it's not going to trade anymore. So you're done for the whole day already. And at this point, it's 9:45 in the morning, and you're done on all 3 charts. Let me speed this up. I can't interrupt it. I just have to stop and start it without disconnecting it. Okay, I'm going to run it fast now because we're not going to trade anymore, so I'll run it up to 500 speed. So we're going to go through the rest of the day without trading. Could it have traded? Could it have made more money? I would think so. Could you have given back some of the profit you already made? Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why we put specific target limits and filters on this thing to hold it after it gets to a certain level. As you can see, here's your first day. We're going for 2,000 this week. Your first day is showing $1,155. And each one of the trades did this. The springtime, it did 390, which really hit its limit at 400. And you can lower these limits of 10, 15, 20, $50, and it would still take the same amount of trades. This one here, it hit 400 and exceeded its limit at 505. It was 400 limit, but it hit 505. This one is a lower one. It's this big chart here, this number 8, and it hit its limit, which was 2 trades, 2 wins consecutive, and it'll automatically stop. And we have a 200 and I think a $50 target limit on that chart. Can it do more? Absolutely. Absolutely. The goal here is diversification. And if you watch these things run week after week, you see that. Now, let me point out that the number 8 chart, which is really one of my favorite charts because it is conservative, last couple of weeks it's really it's underperformed what it normally does. So if you were only trading one chart here, you probably didn't make a lot of money because it kept you in the game. You didn't lose money, but it just isn't always gonna, because it requires more volume in the market to make its moves. And now this is also a number 8, but we have a different entry system here, so it's gonna be different. And then the 7 is faster. We like it a lot. If you were just trading one and you wanted to take a few trades and you didn't want the most conservative one, the 7 would work just fine. It does very well. Okay, now as you see, we enter the next day on the 13th. This is the white line, which is 5 p.m. and it's moved in one direction. So it has to move and come back and move around a little bit before before it will allow us to take a trade. There are days when it won't trade at all the whole day because it just never could get out of its own way, which is a good thing. As you see, the 7 chart will always produce a blue line quicker than the number 8 charts.
Order pending.
Okay, we got blue lines. We're ready for trading. We're open for business. I'm going to slow this down. I'm just going to slow it down, and I'm going to speed it back up to a slower speed. Instead of 500, we'll go with 100. So you can look at the day and see what's going on. You can watch these numbers up here and you can see what each individual one is in.
Order pending.
You can see we short, and this one is
order filled.
Also short.
Order filled.
2, we got 1, we got filled here. We have 3 different entry systems, so none of these trades enter at the same point. They might be going in the same direction, but not the same point of entry.
Order pending. Order pending. Order filled.
It's trading, but it's
order pending.
It's not really going yet. But now that the U.S. market is open, it adds a lot of volatility to the Nasdaq, which we like. We like this volatility. And you can see we're up 220 on this 7 chart, up 390, basically hit our target again on the number 8 springtime, but we're struggling here on the number 8.
Order filled. Order pending.
Now, when you purchase the system and you get it and you pull up your own charts, there are some lines that you will see on the charts that you don't see here.
Order filled.
Which will tell you when you're about to get in a trade.
Order pending. Order pending.
Okay, so after 12 o'clock, we are down 165 on this number 8 chart, but it can still trade.
Order pending. Order pending.
Okay, we had 2 losses here on this one in a row. Now it's negative, and then we had a win. So it brought us back to about break even. It says minus $15. This one's finished trading up top. So
order pending.
So not a great day here on the second day of the week. It looked like a great first day.
Order pending.
Okay, so we end 2 trades long here. So if we go up and hit a win here, we will end up doing okay for the day. But sometimes the time will just get us out because we run out of time and they automatically come out of the market.
Order filled.
You can see your targets over here. So you actually did come out. You were down on this chart all day. It only made $5, so nothing really. This one here, you were up a little more, but you still made $115. But you made $390, which is basically $400 here on this springtime trade. So inevitably, where we were $1,100 and $55, and now we're $1,665. Letting the system go, letting it trade. Okay, so that's the end of the day. I'm going to speed this up. We got another day where we're doing real well in the first 2 days. Remember, our target is $2,000 with the 3 charts, 1 contract on each chart. And you do not have to have a big account to trade 3 charts. on Nasdaq. Nasdaq is half the price as gold or crude oil would be. Okay, you can see the white line, that's 5 p.m. And the market, sometimes it moves a lot and sometimes it doesn't do much. It might move in one direction of a little bit and then come back and then just stay around and then eventually move. Now, we have to get that blue line before we can take a trade. And after that, we feel that the market is stretched out a reasonable amount to where when we do get in a trade, we should have the volatility we're looking for to complete that trade. And then a lot of times you get in a trade and it goes right against you and you get stopped out. But usually when we get that slingshot reverse, it will also get in and hit a win, so you recoup 90% of that stop out. Okay, you see on the 7 we got this. And you can see where you are for the week. That's not real bad considering we're trading one contract on each one of these charts. Okay, this is the third day. It's the 14th. It's about 5 o'clock a.m. in the morning here, and we can trade. So on all three charts, we have blue lines.
Order pending.
I'm going to slow it down again to about 100 speed so we can look at these trades and see what it's doing. Okay, we're in one trade and
order pending.
It tells you where we are. Okay.
Order filled.
You see here we got stopped out and a reverse, just like we were just talking about. This one hadn't traded yet. Just the number 7. And it's basically break even, minus $10.
Order pending. Order pending.
Now this is the opening. I'm going to slow it down a little bit more. This is the opening of the U.S. market, which that's when the volume really comes in.
Order
Nasdaq.
filled. Order filled.
Okay, you see what's going on here. We hit 3 wins here. Now we're up on all 3 of our charts. Hold up, hold up. Now look where we are. We hit a collective amount of all 3 charts combined since Sunday night of $2,045. Turn your system off. Now, okay, let's say, well, you know what? Let's see what it'll do. Let's see what it'll do. You can do that. You can do that. But as far as we are concerned, our system has delivered right here at $2,045 just after 8:30 in the morning, around 8:40 a.m. 8:40 a.m. each one of these trades were in and out of the market. So as far as we're concerned, we're done for the week. I could have made this video Wednesday evening and put it on the website, but I waited for the end of the week. I've been busy this week, and here we are making this on Sunday. Well, we'll let it run through the rest of the day. We don't have a device that turns the system completely off when all 3 trades collectively gets to a cumulative level of $2,000. We have weekly profit numbers we have in each chart, but you can't set them that low because if you have them all the same, they all don't make the same amount of money. As you can see up here, the first one, the number 8 chart, which is probably this big one, it's the most conservative one. It only has made $3.95. So you can't, but you have to set, you don't know what they're going to do. You have to set that weekly limit higher for that particular chart. And it can't be interrupted. You have your system, if you lose an internet connection, let's say Monday, you start on Sunday, but sometime on Monday you lose the internet connection, those numbers have to be they reset, so they won't stop you automatically until if you're in uninterrupted, or excuse me, if you're interrupted. Now here it's only made 395. We hit our weekly target, but 395 is what this conservative number 8 has made. The number 7 chart down here, he traded a little bit more, but look, it's great. It's double. It's a 740. Okay. Now, the springtime has made $910. So theoretically, you see, you can never tell. I mean, you can never say, well, this chart's going to do better at this time. We do kind of know that this number 8 chart, the way it's set, with a lower limit, it's I think a $250 a day target. It does okay, but it's a conservative chart, whereas these other two have the ability to make more money. Well, let's just say that you were not watching your system for whatever reason, and you said, oh, it was set the same way, but you were not watching it. And let's see what it'll do the rest of the day.
Order pending. Order filled. Order filled.
All right, I'm going to slow it down because it seems to be moving pretty good here on this Wednesday. Okay, so look at
pending.
So now we have moved up.
Filled.
We have moved up with several more wins here. Now this is Wednesday, crude oil inventories. It was actually FOMC day. We don't want to trade no need to trade here past 1 o'clock. It's FOMC day.
Order pending. Order filled.
And let me pause this. Let me make a note. Tuesday was not the best day, and Tuesday was the day before FOMC day, and it used to be FOMC day, never trade. Well, FOMC day isn't as bad as what you experienced the day before nowadays. So very interesting to take note about that. Maybe you've all seen that as well, but we see that. We see the day before being for whatever reason, the struggling day. Okay, we're at time-wise, we're 9:20. Now, we've jumped way up here over 2,000. We're at 2,600. So at this point, what I would consider doing is don't take less than $2,000. If the market starts to fall back and you get below 2,000, cut it off. You've made your goal for the week. If you've gotten into a position, in an advanced position where you're above the 2,000, you want to let it go, let it run. Just let it run. If it's a big day, it's a big day here. Okay. Now, as you see, this one, it's done anyway by itself. It's reached its limit of 250. So it's done 525 for the week, this number 8 chart. Now, these other two, look at this one. Springtime's really rolling here. It's up 1170. And the number 7, it's just had one win. It's not that much one win here. But it's in a trade. Let's see what happens.
Order pending.
Okay, so it reversed here. And that's not a big loss. So if you go up and hit a target, well, you got a partial target. You see the stop moved up. Now, as I'll show you down here, there's your stop, but it moves right up. And obviously, the market's going to be moving around and jumping around on FOMC day. And it goes sideways. We've already hit our weekly target. So this is just extra. And because we are trading at this point, there's no way, no need to trade Thursday or Friday at this point. Okay, we're short. Now we're short on one. Okay, we're short on one, and we got a partial fill.
Order pending.
Okay, we're long.
Order pending.
Okay, we're short here, and we had a loss. Well, we were long and had a loss, and it looks like it reversed. I am going to speed this up a little bit. The market's still moving kind of slow, and then it reversed. It almost hit the target, but you can see we had a partial win. And then we got in again, the opposite direction, had a full win. So we're speeding up. We're speeding up.
Order filled. Order pending.
And you can see the FOMC, the interest rate, they raised interest rates. So
order pending.
This market here, this chart is not trading, has not been trading for quite a while. Neither is this first one up here on the springtime. It's just this one down here. And then finally it hit its target. So nothing else should be trading. And this is what we would get. This is where we are at the end of the third day of trading. So as you can see, we have hit nice targets. We're at 27.30 for the week after 3 days. Again, our most conservative chart made the least amount of money, but after 3 days, it was still in profit nicely. The number 7 chart made $1,035, and the number 8 springtime made $1,170. It made the most. Now, let's take a quick look at our performance report before we end this video. I apologize about that noise in the background. That is not my yard guy. My neighbor decided to have someone come over here on Sunday morning and trim his trees. Okay. Okay, we're going to generate this. This is how you do it. Your account performance, you set your dates, you put on here currency, and you generate the report. Okay, now this is a combination of all the trades taken over the whole 3-day period. And you can see percent profitable. It's at 72.73%. We've had a total of 66 trades. Now, that's in combination of all 3 charts from the 11th to the 14th. That's Sunday night to Wednesday. That's through Wednesday. And we hit our $2,000 target for the week early Wednesday, and we just left it on. So it ended up having a good week. That was actually FOMC day. It's probably not a bad thing to stop right at 1 p.m. Central Time when the news comes out, but it traded right through it. You can see we still had good trades. We had only one chart trading, and it kept going until it hit its daily limit. Okay, profit factor is 2.02. And there's a lot of other information here, but that's what we really want to see. We want to see the number of trades and the percent profitable. And we want to look at the periods. We can see what it would do, what it did actually on the daily each day. And now from Sunday to Monday is one day. Monday to Tuesday is the second day, and Tuesday to Wednesday is the third day. You had 3 days here. This was the accumulation total of the 3 days. Tuesday was the slowest. That was FOMC day before. That was the Tuesday before the FOMC day. But it still was in profit. You can't beat this. This is good money. This is good money for automation, especially a system that's fully automatic. We know what to expect. We want to be conservative in what we allow the system to do. That way we keep what we make. Well, thank you for watching our video on this week. This past week we will produce another video in the following weeks that are coming on the 9/17 contract. This is the Nasdaq trading system. And if you have any questions, you can email us. Please do. We'd like to help you. If you are new to automation and you don't really know how to set yourself up, well, we can help you. We usually charge an additional $500 to do that, to help you get set up. If you want a server, we trade on servers. You don't have to trade on a server, but that depends. Each individual it depends, because depending on your computer capability, but most important is your internet capability, because you can have a great computer with a slow internet connection and you're limited to the speed of that. And the main thing is getting disconnected. Do you get disconnected with your internet system? We don't take that chance. We just use servers, and we can send you to the people that we use, or you can find one yourself. But a server usually has they do not lose internet connection. So, and which helps our program out greatly. We can help you get set up. If you're new to trading altogether, we can get you to a push button level of trading this system set this way. So thank you for watching. Again, happy Father's Day, and God bless everyone.